Hello, hello. Let's look at this last section before we start reviewing for our test and final. So this is on 7.4. Now we're just going to put everything together and we're going to talk about systems. So the first thing is going to be really identifying what types of graphs we're talking about. And we're going to put two of them together and see where they touch. But first we're just going to identify. So what you need to know here, where's my pen? And it's not working. Oh, hold on one second. Okay, sorry. Where'd it go? Is we have a line, and you need to know what this guy is. Okay, well, if you don't remember what the top guy is, let's get the line by itself. It's y equals negative x plus 4. So y-intercept a positive 4 with a negative sloped line. This guy is a positive sloped line. This one could be it. This one could be it. And this one looks like it's a little too steep. So we're throwing that one out too. So then this top guy, well, is it a parabola? No, this is not a parabola. X squared and y squared, both being squared, makes it a circle. The answer is D as in dog. So basically just trying to find what graphs we're looking at. Okay, so what do we have here? Well, my top one is definitely a parabola. The top guy is a parabola and the bottom one is a line. Which one has a parabola and a line? That is C. What do we have here? I have another parabola, and then this one is confusing to me. But I have two parabolas, so my answers are only B or D. So my next question is it a line or is it an ellipse? Well, it's going to be an ellipse. So what you would have to do here, guys, you'd have to divide everything by 16 to get 1. It would be an ellipse. It's definitely not a line because x and y are squared. Okay, now we're actually going to do some solving. So when you solve, you're going to do some plugging things in. We're going to get more than one answer because this top guy is going to be a circle and the bottom guy is going to get a line. They could touch in two places. We're going to see here. So let's get y by itself. Y would be x plus 4 if I get y by itself. I'm now going to take that x plus 4 and plug it in for y. So I'm going to get x squared plus x plus 4 squared equals 58. X squared plus, you'll double distribute this, guys. So I have x squared plus 8 plus 8x, because I'll be 4x and 4x, plus 16 equals 58. And I have 2x squared plus 8x. I'm going to get 0 on one side by subtracting 58. And I get 16 minus 58, negative 42, equals 0. Now, I hope it factors. Now, they definitely all have a 2 in common. So I'm going to divide everybody by 2. And I get x squared plus 4x minus 21. And it will factor. It gives me an x plus 7 and an x minus 3, which means x equals negative 7 or x equals 3. But you also are going to have to find y. So if x equals negative 7, I would get y minus negative 7 equals 4, which that would be plus 7. So y plus 7 is 4. Minus 7, negative 3. We'll go with this guy. If I plug 3 into here, y minus 3 equals 4. Add 3, and y equals 7. So that's x. This would be y. That would be y. My ordered pairs should be negative 7, negative 3, and 3, 7. Okay. What are we going to do here on this guy? Well, this one is kind of nice because look, y squared is already r by itself. So you can substitute this x plus 10 in for the y squared. So then I'm going to have x squared plus x plus 10 equals 100. I'm going to get 0 on one side again. X squared plus x minus 90 equals 0. And this will also factor 10 and 9. So, I have to have one of each sign. So let's do a positive 10 and a negative 9. That will give me the positive 1 in the middle. So x equals negative 10 or x equals 9. Now, if x is negative 10, and I plug it in here, y squared is negative 10 plus 10. So y squared is 0. So y would be plus or minus 0, which is just 0. Okay, now if x is 9 and I get y squared equals 9 plus 10, y squared is 19, and I'm going to get two answers here. Y equals plus or minus the square root of 19. So we're getting two answers here. So one time it'll be positive square root of 19, and one time it will be negative square root of 19. So it looks like I'm getting three answers here. Let's see if I did it correctly. It's hard to say. It's been a while since I've done these. Negative 10, 0. 9. What did I say? Square root of 19. Square root of 19. And 9. Negative square root of 19. Three answers on that one. Okay, how about this one? They give me one solution and they want me to find the other. Let's see how they have me do this. I wonder why they gave me one. Oh, they just want us to get y by itself. Substitute, which is what I was going to do. And looks like we're going to factor. Okay, so they want us just to substitute like we were going to. Okay, let's get y by itself. I'm going to add y and subtract 1. Okay, so y is 2x minus 1. I'm going to plug that into this guy. So 2x minus 1 squared minus x squared equals 56. Okay, so that would be 2x minus 1 times 2x minus 1 minus x squared equals 56. 4x squared minus 2x is minus 4x plus 1 minus x squared equals 56. And I get 3x squared minus 4x. I'm going to go ahead and subtract the 56 minus, where's x? Minus 55 equals 0. They say that this will factor. So let's see what we got here. 3x and x. Let's try the 5 and 11. If I have 5 and 11, if I put the 5 here, that gives me 15. The 11 here gives me 11. I need it to be a negative 4, so the minus here and the plus here. And there's where the negative 11 thirds is. So they said x equals negative 11 thirds, and they already plugged that in for me. The other one is going to be x equals 5. So to find the other answer, we're going to plug 5 into this. 2 times 5 minus y equals 1. 10 minus y equals 1. Negative y equals negative 9, so y equals positive 9. So the other one is 5, 9. They did half the work for me, which made me a little confused. But that's what we got here, 5, 9. All right, we're moving right along. On this one, you know what I kind of want to do? I'm going to do elimination, I think, on this one. I'm going to rearrange these. X squared plus y squared equals 12. And I'm going to change this to negative 2x squared plus y squared equals 6 just by rearranging those. And I'm going to multiply the whole bottom by negative 1. So it's a 2x squared minus y squared is negative 6. And then add the top and bottom. So I'll get 3x squared. The y squareds will be gone equals 6. Divide by 3. X squared is 2. And x equals plus or minus the square root of 2. So it equals the square root of 2 or negative square root of 2. To find the y's, we're going to have to plug them back in. So let's plug it back into this top one. The square root of 2 squared plus y squared equals 12. Well, that's 2 plus y squared equals 12. Minus 2 minus 2. So y squared equals 10. square root, plus or minus. So it's square root of 2, square root of 10, or square root of 2, negative square root of 10, because I got two outputs there. Now I plug in the negative square root of 2, and I'm going to get the same answers. Because I take a negative square root of 2 and I square it, I'm going to get still 2 plus y squared equals 12, which is the same thing. Again, plus or minus the square root of 10. So square root of 10, negative square root of 10. You're going to hate plugging that in. That's kind of a jerk to plug in. So what I got here? Square root of 2, square root of 10. Negative square root of, oh, it didn't work. Won't let me do this. Maybe I'm not in there. Negative square root of 2, comma, square root of 10, square root of 2, negative square root of 10. Oh, too many of those. What? Positive, another negative. Negative square root of 2, negative square root of 10. Okay, which one is this? Okay, this is going to be a circle. Now look, this has a minus, which is a hyperbola in the y direction. So a circle and a hyperbola in the y direction. I got two choices. What is the radius of this circle? The radius is the square root of 12. The square root of 12 is about 3.5 as a radius. So we're going by twos. This one's too big. The answer is going to be A. Okay, we're going to take a break from the video here, and I'll do the last ones on another video. So that was 1 through